One of the biggest pension frauds of recent times. More than 3,000 people were scammed out of cash they had set aside for their retirements. Ethical Forestry, based in Bournemouth, promised big returns from a scheme to help reverse deforestation in Costa Rica. But instead, much of the money went into luxury homes, expensive holidays and high-performance cars for the company bosses Stephen Greenaway, Paul Laver and Matthew Pickard. Joe Campbell was in court and has been talking to one of their victims from Oxfordshire.
In here is all of the things that I got from Ethical Forestry.
The magazines, the brochures, all looked impressive.
Winter newsletters.
On offer for Jane Batelli and others like her, a chance to invest in Costa Rica's attempts to reverse deforestation.
I thought that all of my trees that I could find the GPS references for, when I tried to do it, I couldn't find them at all.
Not only were the trees not there, the £12,000 she'd invested had disappeared too.
I was shocked and appalled that this was all a big scam. I couldn't believe it, that I'd invested all that money. Now, I do know subsequently that a lot of people have invested a lot more money than I have, so I am relatively small fish. But to me, that is a lot of money that I've put in there.
This call centre, I think, employed several hundred people at one point in time, based in Bournemouth, and they were basically in a closed loop, where the directors entered an agreement with a third-party company. Individuals would be cold called, told they'd have a free pension advice, passed on to this company, who would then refer that individual back to Ethical Forestry for a commission. Whether the three individuals started this business as a fraud or it just developed, we will never know. But for what my investigators found out was that from 2012 onwards, it was clearly no longer viable. The defendants all used that, and instead of at that point taking the right steps to close the business, actually looked to increase the money that came in.
Adverts like this warned of the risk from pension scammers.
Offering a free pension review, I was all ears.
But they came too late for over 3,000 victims of Ethical Forestry.
He seemed a really decent guy. He took all of it.
In the end, victims lost £70 million.
Over the period, the three individuals withdrew £15 million, which was spent on a mixture of things. Certainly some of them had very lavish lifestyles with luxury houses in sandbanks, luxury cars and luxury holidays. One defendant, I think, had a number of supercars that he went through, but there was very little to show for what the money had been taken by the time we got there.
By contrast, Jane is existing on her state pension, but the pain runs far deeper than that.
One of the reasons why I initially bought the trees was because my mum loved trees. So I named the plantation after her. So I named it Brenda's Grove.
How's it left you feeling that this money has gone? And you're not going to see it again, are you, by the sound of things?
It's gone. Whispers in the air. It's nothing. It's a shame. It's tragic. And I'm so cross, but I'm very glad that they are being brought to justice.
Stephen Greenaway of Parkstone and Paul Laver of West Parley both today admitted a charge of fraudulent trading when they appeared before the court here via a video link. Their fellow director Matthew Pickard of Litchfield-Matravis had admitted to the same offence during a hearing last month. Charges of fraud by deception were ordered to lie on file. All three men seen here during an earlier court appearance will have to return here to Southwark in person in May when they're due to be sentenced. Joe Campbell, BBC South Today, Southwark Crown Court.
An investigation is underway tonight after 3 lorries collided on the A34. It happened in the early hours of this morning.